Does Disaster deserve all these heat and criticism towards his way right now?
I you know what it is? I think it's just really just the way he responds to stuff because he's fiery. He's a firecracker. So I think he just kind of exaggerates, or exacerbates situations. He makes them worse by the way he responds to criticism. Now, is he wrong? Or you say does he deserve the criticism?
Yeah.
I think he speaks from his heart. To be honest, like I see Diz speaking from his heart. Like he felt like, hey, this is this and that, and this is that in the NDA. I feel like I was handcuffed, and he went off about it. All right, cool. So he has a right to feel that way. Uh, Calling three Letterman a guest of the culture. He obviously, I think he realized that his error, and he apologized for that. He apologized for that. It did open up a dialogue though. I'm gonna touch on later live.
Yeah.
Like what's a guest in hip hop? Who is a guest? And who owns this and this and that and third. We'll break that down live. So him saying that was a striking comment. You know what I'm saying? But he did apologize. Now, as far as not paying the battlers, I don't. Hey, I wasn't there. I wasn't on the card. I'm not one of the ones that did not get paid. So you need to fix that. I will say that. You got it. Whatever that business part is, if those battlers did their job, they deserve to get their back end. Whatever was agreed upon should be to them. Should be in their accounts. I will say
that. This is the thing with when it comes to this culture. They're quick to jump the gun when it comes to bloggers, media, and the battle rap fans. They quick to jump the gun on it. They don't even look at both sides. They look at who you're a fan of and who you're friends with. That's how they look at things. When it comes to the NDA situation, one person said this and one person said that. It was said that the NDA was mentioned in the battle. Easy should have never even spoken about it or put it out. The thing that set it all off to me was when when Easy sent those papers to Piper Boy. If those papers weren't sent to Piper Boy, we wouldn't be here today, man. We wouldn't.
I mean, I think what he was doing was he was trying to prove himself because he knew Piper Boy was gonna blog about it, and that's why he said, "Hey, in your blog, don't mention this part," which I don't know. I don't know
what happened to what happened to I do what I want. What happened to that? All of a sudden, we care about how people feel. We have feelings now. All of a sudden.
Oh yeah, you got a point.
This is with me. This is with me. When I was dealing with my situation, I didn't give a shit about what anybody thought about. I all I knew was the people that are around my circle that they believed me and they had my back. I didn't care about what the bloggers and what the rest of the culture thought. That's none of their business to begin with.
So you saying Easy just like even responded to none of that shit? Yeah, like I ain't got to send you no proof, nothing. Like I do what I want.
All he would have to do was just said,
"Well,
it's a lie." That's it.
Let me start here. Hold on. Let me rebuttal that right quick.
Oh God.
Remy is the one that says, "I do what I want."
Sonic boom, fire.
Remy is that her car. That's the name of her shit. I do what I want. It did. I don't think Easy was saying I do what I want, but they just kind of coupled that together. But that's really Remy.
Well, hold on. I know. Hold on. I got a rebuttal for you now. Easy has a song out right now saying "I do what I want." What you mean?
I died. You got me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Do I lose this rebuttal game every episode?
But as far as the guesting, it was out of the line what Diz said, but Diz was just mad at the situation. And I think three, he wasn't being fair throughout the entire time because he asked Easy after he interviewed Easy, he says, "Hey, should I interview Disaster?" What? What
Okay.
do you mean? Should I interview Disaster? If you're a guy that goes off of integrity and you want to call it being fair, you shouldn't ask somebody that you just interviewed who has an issue with another person. Should I
Yeah.
interview Disaster? I'm
Yeah.
sorry. That's a sign of being compromised right there. If you're asking the person's op, hey, should I interview this person? Why would you
First
ask
of
that
all,
for?
Three Letterman isn't compromised. He's
No,
not
no,
compromised.
but
But
that
he
is
could have took a page out of Remy's and Easy's book and said, "I do what I want." You shouldn't be asking him that. I don't know what the context was of why he would ask him that.
but that's
Maybe,
not
maybe
being
he said,
that's
"Is it
not
cool?" But you shouldn't even ask that. You should just interview this because you are the blogger. It's your
but,
platform. You
but
can
yeah,
talk to who you want to talk to.
he should have never asked that in the first place. And that makes people speculate. But the crazy thing is is saying anything about that. People respect three so much, and especially what he's done for this culture, they don't want to pinpoint those things. But for me, I don't give a shit. I'm gonna pinpoint every single thing. It doesn't matter what side you are.
I respect it. I respect it.
So
But
he
we
should
could ask
never.
Three ourselves. We could get him on this show and ask him.
Yeah, I would tell him that too. I
Ask
think
him
I I
what was that about? Why
yeah,
did you
I felt like
felt
he
the
should.
need to ask him that?
Yeah, I felt like he shouldn't even have to ask Easy, should I interview him? You've been doing these interviews for quite some time, and if you got to be fair. You got to be fair towards the situation, and I felt like towards that situation, he wasn't fair. And when you look at the interviews, he didn't give Easy the pushback when he was interviewing Diz. Diz gave him the pushback, and that was the way I view things. And I don't blame Diz for saying
Three
what
is solid as hell. He's solid.
you
I
got
don't
to
know.
compare. You got to compare the interviews. You got to compare the Easy interview and the
I didn't
Disaster
watch either
interview.
one. I honestly
The,
didn't watch either
the
interview.
vibe, the vibe and energy was different, man. I'm sorry, man. I gotta call it how it is.
Hey, maybe it was. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. I didn't see either
No,
interview.
it's not a
So
maybe. It's not a maybe. It was. That's what it was. I know.
okay, well, hold on. Let me see. I'm about to see if he's able to come on the show right now. But go ahead, keep talking. I'm about to see if he get on the show. We can do a phone interview right now, live.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I thought fair was fair, and then when you go back to the money situation of him paying the battlers, I mean that's Disaster's issue. We can't call it yet because when it comes to back pays and how a battle rappers get paid, some things are ran differently. Maybe it was in the contract. We don't know that. How do we not know
Mhm.
if that was in the contract or not? So I feel like we have to give it time. As far as the battlers go, has a battler came out and said, "Hey, I haven't got my money. Hey, this told me he was gonna give me this money on this day, but he didn't." Have they said that?
Yeah, I haven't seen that yet.
Okay, there you go. See, and I know this is history, his track record, and all that. But hey, people change throughout the years, man. Not everybody's the same person than they were 5 years ago. You you look at
Again, like I said, I'm gonna see if he can come on the show now and basically speak for himself. Because I'm not gonna, I can't, like, you know what I'm saying, prosecute or defend either
I'm not
way.
telling you to prosecute. I'm not
I
telling you
always
to
keep shit
prosecute
down.
anybody.
Well, you said that the energy was different between his interview with Easy and his interview with Diz. And again, I because I didn't see neither one, I can't speak for it. But you said that, so that is an accusation.
It's
If
not
that,
an
that- like
it's not an
if
accusation.
I might
I
watch
mean
it
the
and
foot.
agree with you. I may watch
I
both
mean the
interviews
foot.
and agree with
I'm
you.
not. I'm not. I'm
But
not
I
saying.
might see it differently.
I'm not saying he's a
So it
bad
is
person.
accurate.
I'm not calling him a bad person for that. Like, I mean, if I,
You just called it how you saw it.
yeah, like if it was somebody like Averb, I think he would have treated Averb differently because him and Averb are very close.
What do you mean treated different? What do you
Because
mean?
because the relationship he has with Averb, him and Averb are close. They're very close, like me and you close. And I think
Okay, so
I think he would view that, have done that interview very differently. Okay, like this, for instance, like this, when URL and RBE was going through the situation, I seen the Black Compass interview. The way they pressed ARP, they would never press Beasley or Smack like that in an interview. That's what I'm saying.
yeah. I ain't gonna lie, energies do be different with different people. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you know,
Nah,
but
I ain't gonna lie. I've seen that shit throughout my career. So yeah, you ain't wrong.
okay,
You
so
ain't wrong in that regard. Now, in this particular situation, if that's the case, it is the case.
so
But
so
I
so
didn't
wait.
see it, so I can't speak on it.
So how much criticism do you think Disaster should get right now from 1 to 100?
How on a 1 to 100, how much criticism should he get?
Yeah.
Well, one of the biggest issue I had was him calling three a guest, and he apologized for that. So I can't even really, I can't criticize
See, he
that.
realized his
But it
mistake.
was, yeah, it was a mistake for sure. I wasn't even, you know what I'm saying? So I'm doing a whole show about that just off that statement, even though he apologized. Now as far as paying the battlers, I haven't seen a battler in particular come out and say, "Hey, I haven't been paid," but I've been hearing the rumors that battlers haven't been paid. So
Rumors,
I don't
huh?
move off. Yeah, I don't move off rumors. And she said, and again, I don't care. That's not my business. I do care if the battlers get paid because being if you're a league owner, if you're doing business with people, and these people all put on a great show on a Battle of the Bay X, right? They deserve their money. So if they didn't get paid, make sure that shit happens
Yeah,
immediately.
they get the negotiations or contracts. They probably had an agreement of when they got paid. I'm
Well,
pretty sure.
yeah, I don't. Yeah, again, I don't
Well,
know what
I'm
the date
putting
was. Normally, it's right after the event. Right after the event. Normally, it's right after the event, or
but
at least
every league works differently. That's all I'm
true.
saying.
True. Yeah, that's true. And I
My
don't know.
blame, my blame. I'm giving him 40% of the blame.
40% of the blame. Who
Forty
else? Who else
percent.
is to blame?
I mean, 40% of the criticism and actions by him recently. I felt like,
Man, it's tough to put a number on it because you don't know. It's so many different moving parts.
you won't, but I will. I'm
Yeah,
doing 40%.
Go ahead, because there's so many different moving parts. I don't know. First of all, I don't know if it's true if they got paid or not. If they didn't get paid, do you blame Diz or do you blame the people that actually have the money? Because I'm pretty sure there were sponsors behind that. What if the sponsors are late with the payments? And then so you just blame Diz?
Yeah.
No.
You can't.
But when your name is attached to something, people put the blame on the biggest face. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I think this has handled it very well.
Bro,
Nobody.
listen, watch this. Watch this. If you go to, let's say, Red Lobster, and your server name is Joe. Joe brings you a plate. It's dirt on there. It's hair on in the food. Do you go online and say, yeah, Joe brought me some bad food? Or you can say, yo, Red Lobster fucked my shit up. You say Red Lobster. Whoever the cook was. Do you know the name of the cook? You don't get to the specifics. You just say the name of the brand. If Diz is the biggest face and something went wrong behind the scenes, he's automatically gonna get the blame, bro.
But the company is not called Disaster. The company is called
It don't matter.
GTX.
I get that, but hey, if something happened, how don't do shit like that. But if something happened on URL, they're gonna name Smack. Smack did it. It's Smack for everything. Smack for everything. This is why Smack started speaking out. Why you think Smack started going talking shit and going on Twitter and threads and talking back and fighting back? He's tired of so much shit being put on his name, and he feel like, hey, I ain't nigga, that ain't me. I ain't do that or whatever or this or that and the third. It don't be all just one party's blame.
But you just said, but
the people will put it on you. So like if put it like this, if Diz has Stizzy, which I think they was one of the sponsors, right? And Stizzy's the one that said we're gonna pay everybody after the show, and they don't. Is that on Diz? If Diz don't got none of the money in his account to pay none of these battlers, and it's all in Stizzy's account, who do they put it off on? They'll say, "Oh, Diz, what's up with the rest of my bread?" And he say, "Yo, give me a minute, like give me a day or two." It's on Diz. This is how shit works. Now, if that's what's happening, and that's why all these rumors is out, then that's what it is. And can you blame Diz? Not really. But when you the face of something, the captain always go down with the ship, bro.
Well, they do, but I can't assume. I can't assume anything right now.
40% blame is on Dizaster.
Yeah, 40%. I don't know. We don't know all the facts right now. Everybody's quick to give him 180%. Look at you. You can't even give him a damn percentage.
When I speak shit, bro, I'm gonna tell you why. Because when I speak shit, I speak facts. I don't speak in hyperbole. I don't speak in what ifs and conjecture. I speak in facts. If I say something, it don't be, oh, that's Danny's opinion. Oh, nigga, this is what I know. That's the shit I speak from. I speak straight from the heart, and it be shit that I know. That's why a lot of shit, a lot of questions, I be like, yo, I can't speak on it. I don't know.
All right. I'm glad that you were able to all right. I'm glad you were able to tell me that right now. So what's the damn percentage? That's what I'm getting to right now.
What? I don't like for one, I would have to know if these battlers haven't been paid. Even if it's just two people, even if it's the three people, right? I would have to know that for a fact. So I haven't got confirmation that no battler has not got all their money. Maybe they all got their money, and maybe that's just a rumor.
So with that being said, are you giving him 0% criticism right now?
Oh shit, man! Look at you, man. Oh my god.